Hello, welcome to Cooking with Hunter. This is a series I'm going to do on my channel with me teaching you how to cook some food. And why not start this off with a simple challah recipe. This is great for Sabbath, and let's go ahead and jump into it and get started. Okay, so here's the ingredients which you'll need. You'll need 1 tablespoon of yeast, 1 cup warm water, 3 tablespoons of sugar, 1/2 tablespoons of salt, 1/3 cup oil, 1 egg, and you would also need about 3 cups of flour and a little bit more for dusting. Make sure your oven is also at 300 degrees, which as we start this, go ahead and start to preheat your oven. So what we're going to start off with is taking the yeast and adding it to the warm water. And you want the water about the temperature of a baby bottle, so it doesn't kill the yeast, but just enough to activate it. And I'm using active dry yeast, I believe what it's called. It's really fast to use and really easy. And you can go ahead also and add the salt and the sugar. Just give that a nice stir. Again, this is my first cooking video, so bear with me. But yeah. Now we're gonna wait till this foams up just a little bit more, and then we'll start to add it to the flour. Okay, so the yeast has risen quite a bit, and it now have a nice foam texture on top of the water. And what we're gonna do is, what we're gonna do is, we're gonna go ahead and start to pour it in the flour, and make sure your work area has been well wiped down, and also add the egg. Yeah. You can also do this in a pan, not a pan, sorry, a bowl. Sorry, I can't talk there. But I'm just doing it on the table, so it's less to do the dishes, less dishes to do. And we're going to be rolling this out too, so. Okay, so we have the bread here. I just got my hands washed off, and I floured down the surface a little bit more. Also, I want to mention, make sure that whenever we had the yeast in here, or the other ingredients, that you add oil. I totally forgot to include that in that other video portion once the foam rise. I do apologize. But from right here, what we're going to do is go ahead and start kneading the dough. Where you just kneaded it, take the flour and put it inside the bread. And now we're going to let this rise for a little bit until it about doubles in size. And depending on your area, this may take from an hour to 2 hours. Okay, so the bread has been rising for the past, 30 minutes, and what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put some egg wash over it, yeah. And I do have my oven preheated at 300 degrees, like I said earlier, but if you want to, you can put it up to 350. I'm just cooking mine a little bit slower, so it doesn't get too doughy in the middle. But I think for my first cooking video, this is turning out pretty decent. The next video, as I said earlier, what I'm going to do is cinnamon challah. Look at that. Now I'm going to put this in the oven, and we'll see what it looks like when it's done. This is what the bread looks like after it's done baking. I really hope you enjoyed this recipe, and keep in store for the next upcoming videos. Actually, before I end it, I want to take a piece of this and show you the layers inside of it. This is why earlier I flattened it out and then I rolled it up. So you get all these different layers inside of it. And again, I really do hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe, and stay in keep your eyes out for new videos. That's what I'm trying to say. Thank you again. Goodbye.